In a distant land, there was a vast savanna where the sun spread golden light every morning, and in the evenings the sky was painted in shades of purple and orange. This savanna was famous not only for its tall grasses, but also for the harmony in which all the animals lived together. Every animal had a role, a habit, and certain rules they accepted in order to live side by side. In this savanna lived a young antelope with long, slender legs, bright eyes, and ears that never stopped twitching. His name was Miro. Miro was a little different from the other antelopes. He could run very fast, notice danger quickly, but most of all, he loved to do things his own way. "I am brave," Miro would say to himself. "I don't need to follow rules. I can protect myself." Every morning at sunrise, the other antelopes followed the same path to drink water. This path had been formed by old elephants and was a safe passage that lions rarely visited. But Miro found this path boring. "Why do we always go the same way?" he would think. "The savanna is huge. I can find a shorter path." One morning, as a gentle breeze blew, Miro once again left the herd. He stepped into a narrow trail hidden among the tall grass, a path no one else used. At first, everything seemed easy. Birds were singing, and butterflies fluttered around him. Miro lifted his head proudly. "See," he whispered, as if speaking to everyone, "I got here faster." But just then, he heard a heavy breathing sound coming from the bushes. His ears stood straight up, and his heart began to race. From between the tall grass, a pair of golden eyes gleamed. It was a lion. Miro's courage suddenly drained away. His breath caught, and his legs began to tremble. The lion slowly rose to its feet. In that moment, Miro truly understood why the rules existed. He quietly stepped back and hid among the bushes. The lion took a few steps, then walked away in another direction. Miro stayed where he was for a long time. When his heart finally calmed, his eyes filled with tears. "That was close," he whispered. "I almost made a big mistake." That day, Miro returned to the safe path used by the herd. The other antelopes were relieved and happy to see him. No one scolded him, but one of the older antelopes looked into his eyes and said, "Courage is not running alone, Miro. Courage is choosing the right path at the right time." Miro never forgot those words. Days passed. Miro now walked with the herd, but he still carried a desire to explore inside him. This time, however, he was patient. He watched more carefully and listened to the elders. One day, a great drought began in the savanna. Water sources slowly started to dry up. The animals were worried. The old water path was no longer enough. A new water source had to be found, but no one dared to go into the unknown. That was when Miro stepped forward. "I can go," he said calmly, "but not alone this time. Let's go together." Old elephants, zebras, and a few antelopes joined Miro. This time, Miro did not run ahead. He moved in harmony with the group. In dangerous places, he stopped, listened, and waited. After a long journey, they found clear, fresh water flowing between the rocks. The animals cried out with joy. That day, hope returned to the savanna. Everyone looked at Miro with admiration. "Brave Antelope Miro," they said, "but now, not only brave, also wise." Miro smiled. As the sun set, he looked over the savanna and thought to himself, "True courage is not ignoring the rules. It is moving forward by understanding them." And from that day on, Miro's name was remembered throughout the savanna as a symbol of wise courage.